episode 3403, What You Water Grows.
Moms, it's time to rediscover, rejuvenate, and renew who you are in mind, body, and spirit. Welcome to Create Your Now, Your Best Selfie, the show to help you do just that. Here's your host, certified life coach, personal trainer, and nutritionist, Christiane Wargo.
Happy day. I hope you're ready for an extraordinary week because it is a brand new start to a beautiful week and you get to say as to how you show up. What you water grows. For those of you who are brand new to Create Your Now, welcome to this incredible family. I'm so delighted of your presence. If you already haven't had the opportunity, you'll want to head on over to createyournow.com where you can learn more and to sign up for the Kisses newsletter. The Keep It Simple strategy, everyday solutions to live, love, and impact. Well, this episode is brought to you by AIM, Inspiring Connection and Community. You know, we've got a lot going on at Create Your Now. You know we have our revamp of our website now. The cool thing is we are working currently on the TV episodes, meaning that they will be available very soon on createyournow.com. And so be patient. You're doing some extraordinary things, and we've got some fun surprises around the corner too. Just things that will be neat. You know, have you ever searched for recipes before? Well, maybe you want to come to createyournow.com for that also. We're going to have a lot of fun. We're growing, we're expanding, and with that comes a lot of responsibility. And so just as you have responsibility in your life, the way I show up for you every single day requires a lot of responsibility on my part. So I just want you to know how much I appreciate you. I appreciate you believing in me, believing in what we do here at Create Your Now, and truly focusing on who God is creating you to becoming, right? It's one step at a time leads to miles of greatness. And with this beautiful season that we're in, it's spring, one of my favorite seasons. I love spring and I love fall. Now, I love summer because of the warm weather. I can be on the beach or at the lake. I can be just out with the kids having fun. But really, spring and fall are my two favorite of all favorites. A lot of it's the color. A lot of it's the change. You can see the change so rapidly, so quickly in these seasons. And when you plant the seeds of your dreams, for what you water grows. And with perseverance and care, you'll witness the blossoming of your success. Just as a gardener tends to their garden with care and attention, nurturing each plant through watering and tending, so too must we cultivate our dreams. What we water grows, not just in the soil of our ambitions, but in the depths of our hearts and minds. Each drop of dedication, each moment of perseverance acts as a nourishing elixir, fueling the growth of our aspirations. I hope that just kind of sparks something within you today, because I want you to think about what you're watering. We've had a lot of water. In fact, around the United States of America specifically, there's been a lot of crazy weather. The weather patterns have been all over the place. In fact, just last night, I know part of the Kansas City area was getting pummeled with rain and some hail and everything. We have family in the area. And, you know, it's like, you have a sprinkler system, you turn it off because you have too much water because of natural, right? It rains from the sky. And then yet you have a couple days of heat and humidity and you're like, I got to turn the sprinkler systems back on. Just everything that goes into tending to our plants, tending to the soil, tending to what makes this world absolutely beautiful, right? All of the green, the lush foliage, all of it. Well, as spring continues to roll around, the world outside begins to bloom and flourish. It blossoms, and it's a perfect opportunity to look at how spring blossoms, and so can personal growth. Just like the gardener tends to their garden with water, fertilizer, and good soil, we have the power to cultivate our dreams, increase self-awareness, and keep the flames of our ambitions burning bright. Just as plants need care to bloom, so do our dreams need nurturing to grow. What are you nurturing today? A bad attitude? Are you kind of fussy because it's Monday? Did you get up on the wrong side of the bed? Or maybe the kids have just set you off. Maybe it's your spouse. Or it could even be your boss. Or maybe you are the boss and you're setting yourself off. You know, you look in the mirror and you're like, oh my goodness, what has happened to you? I know my weekend has been a very long weekend. Lots and lots of traveling. Lots of spending time with family and grandbabies, which is all wonderful. But let me tell you, traveling, it wears on you. It wears on you fast. But just because I might be tired doesn't mean I need to have the attitude of being just a pain in the you know what, right? But why do we get that way? Why do we let our moods, why do we let the days of the week, somebody decided that today should be Monday, really? Pretend it's Saturday and have a great day. Like seriously. Because what you water grows. And if you think Mondays are always going to be bad, then they're always going to be bad. Because you are continually nurturing that thought. If you're one who says, gosh, what will today bring? I don't know. I know it's Monday, but maybe it can feel more like a Saturday. So how can we make the switch? How can we change things up? My friend, every decision you make, every action you take has the potential to either feed or hinder your personal development. It will either feed or hinder the direction in which you go. So during this season of blooming, cultivate your dreams. That is your kiss to keep it simple strategy. Cultivate your dreams. What you think about, you bring about. What you take action on is what you will do. And it's what you continue. And as you continue to repeat these actions and the thoughts that you have, what do you think it does? It increases your behaviors, which then does what? It solidifies your habits. And you wonder why you don't really remember what happened during your day. Because a lot of what we do every day is just we're on autopilot. I told you we were traveling a lot lately. And I've been on the road a lot lately, literally driving my vehicle, which I don't mind. I love road trips. And so I'm driving, and I kid you not, there's probably been 8 to 12 times that someone has been in my lane and I am less than 6 inches from them because they're not paying attention. They're distracted. They're doing something they're not supposed to be doing. In fact, they're on autopilot and not the one that Tesla has. They're doing things that they're like, I got to answer my text, or I've got to see this, or I've got to take a drink of my wonderful chocolate mocha, whatever concoction that you guys make up when you drink coffee. I'm not a coffee drinker, so I just don't know all those names. They sound wonderful and delicious and they smell great, but I just don't drink it. We can get so distracted in our everyday that we forget to do what? Cultivate our own dreams. We're cultivating everybody else's. We're living for everybody else. And I'm not saying there isn't a part and time and a season in our life that we need to do that, okay? We don't need to be rude. We can be respectful. But if you're going to let everybody else's fire burn out yours and engulf your flames, we got a problem. Houston, we have a problem. And Houston does have a problem. They've had some wicked storms lately, and for those of you who are in the Houston area and have been hit, please know that we're praying for you. There are ways that you can donate. So if that is something that you want to do, be sure you look for actual, real, vetted donation places that you can know that your money's being used well. There's just a lot happening, isn't there? And that's the problem. With a lot of happenings out there, we get very confused. And we just plain forget that we have dreams because we're just living in the mode of the mundane. We just show up out of habit. And that's all we do. How excited are you when you know the weekend's coming? What if every day could be that exciting? What if you could grow to the point of saying, yeah, it doesn't matter what happens today. I get to impact the world that I touch. That world may be your own family. That world may be your career and the people that you work with, your colleagues. That world may be the kids that you're teaching. That world may be a stranger that you've never seen before. Whomever is in that world of yours, why not wake up ready and willing with this attitude of yes, yes. But instead, we just kind of mope around. Quite frankly, if I can be honest with you, I am just so tired of people settling for mediocrity. I mean, seriously. It's like, come on. Let's impact the world that we touch. Let's make a difference. Let's show up on the side of, I got this. And not in the I got this of like, oh, look at me. It's I got this because of my resilience. I got this because of my determination. I got this because I have a skill set. I got this because this is my gift that I can use to help others. I got this because I went to school for this and I know I got this. Be excited. Be encouraged. Be inspired. Cultivate your dreams. Stop settling. I don't care how old you are. Let your mind tell you how young you are and that you still have time to impact. I'm pushing ahead, creating transformation. That's what impact stands for here. I'm pushing ahead, creating transformation. What are you doing to create your now today? What are you doing to cultivate your dreams today? Remember, one step at a time leads to miles of greatness. So let's go back to spring. The flowers are beginning to bloom. New growth. My grandson and I, we were just looking at a bird's nest. Oh, and it was the sweetest thing ever. The bird's nest was high, kind of right under the covering to the front door. And the mama bird was sitting on the eggs. And you could just tell, she was like, I'm guarding, I will protect you. And my grandson's eyes were so big because he could see the bird so clearly. It was if he literally could reach out and touch that bird. And when I said that the mama bird had eggs underneath, he's like, I want to see, Grandma. I want to see. Take that attitude. I want to see my dream. I want to see it come to reality. I want to put in the hard work. I want to be encouraged. I want the season of blooming to explode. So what does it look like in real life? Well, using terms as we do with plants, number one, you got to water, right? Nothing can grow unless if you water it. Set specific and achievable goals for yourself. Just as plants need a steady supply of water to thrive, you need clear objectives to work towards. Regular revisiting and adjusting these goals ensures that you will stay on track and stay motivated. You'll be able to be inspired. It's not enough just to plant the seed, right? You have to give it regular attention and effort. And when you do that, that's when you will see it grow into something beautiful. Are you doing that for your dream? Are you looking at it saying, okay, yeah, I can't do this, but I can shift and do this. I can pivot and go here. You've heard me. We've talked about AIM for how long? I know action ignites motivation, but I'm not talking just about AIM in that regard. I'm talking about AIM as in our community. And I'm so excited about it. But you see, I'm not just going to settle and throw something out there. We're working on it to make it better and better and better. And unfortunately, sometimes life does happen and things get in the way of what I want. And then I think, well, maybe it's not what I want. It's more of what God wants. Or better yet, maybe waiting will actually make it better. And let me tell you, it's getting better every single time. We've revamped it. We've changed it. And now I cannot wait to release it. Just like with your dreams. But in order to do that, you got to water it. You got to tend to it. And then number 2, you got to fertilize, right? Invest in your personal development, your personal growth through learning and self-improvement. Similar to how plants benefit from nutrient-rich fertilizer, right? You can grow and strengthen by seeking out new knowledge, new skills, and new experiences. Whether it's through books and courses or coaching or workshops, feeding your mind helps you flourish. Are you ready, my friend? It's time to flourish. Get your wings and get set to fly. Think of it as strengthening your roots and promoting growth, right? Remember the little bird, mama bird, protecting the babies? That's what you need to be doing with your dreams. But that doesn't mean you're just sitting there doing nothing. No. Surround yourself with positivity, with people who want to uplift you, with people who want to see you soar. And invested in personal development acts as the fertilizer that nourishes ambitions and propels them forward. Fertilize. Because if you don't, what's going to happen? You're going to get a lot of weeds. And you know what? Weeds grow just like plants do. But they also can tear up your garden. We had some trees taken out and removed from our property recently, and we had this one vine. And I was talking to our tree guy, and he said, vines literally strangle the tree. Literally. It sucks the life out of them. It takes all the nutrients from the soil. It takes anything that you fertilize with, and it just zaps the bejeebers out of it. And then it wraps itself around, and it squeezes so tight, and eventually it becomes part of the bark. It's crazy. And some of these vines can be so thick. Literally, we had one, and it was hilarious. I was like, maybe we should leave that vine because my grandson can swing on it. And you know what? He probably would. He would be the little Tarzan. But it was that thick that he could swing on it. Now, luckily, we were able to take most of it down, and so what's left of it is way too high in the trees, but the main part of it is gone and dead. But you don't want the weeds to soar. You don't want the vines to strangle you. Fertilize the good stuff. Get rid of the bad stuff. And yeah, sometimes we're going to have seasons where it's not always great. Then guess what? Use some weed killer. You'll get through it, I promise you. And then get back to the fertilizer. Get back to where you need to be. And then finally, I want you to think about the soil. Cultivate a positive mindset of resilience. Just as plants rely on good soil for stability and nourishment, you need a strong foundation of optimism. You need a strong foundation of self-belief and the ability to bounce back from setbacks, right? Your setback is a comeback. Don't let your setback tear you apart. The planter's soil, the brand name Miracle-Gro. Well, sometimes that's what you got to have within your own heart, Miracle-Gro. And it's called your belief. I can sit here and cheer you on left and right, but if you do not believe in yourself, my words will fall flat. I'm here to encourage you. I'm here to wake that up within you. But ultimately, you decide. That optimism comes from you. It comes from within. That self-belief, yeah, you can borrow my belief torch for a long time, but eventually you have to carry your own. Build that mental resilience, and when you do, it ensures that you can weather life's challenges and continue to grow towards your greatness. Jim Rohn said, you must take personal responsibility. You cannot change the circumstances, the seasons, or the wind, but you can change yourself. What are you doing to take that small step towards your goals, towards your dreams? Because when you do, you are sowing the seeds of your future success. Yes, failure is going to happen. You're going to have rows and rows, fields and fields of failures. But let me tell you, like a delicate flower reaching toward the sun, your dreams unfurl and blossom when given the right conditions to thrive. And that means even failures. But let me tell you, success can be around the corner. One step at a time leads to miles of greatness. So, water your dreams with determination, fertilize them with knowledge and experience, and plant them in the rich soil of belief and resilience. For what you water grows, and with dedication and patience, you'll witness the incredible transformation of your dreams into reality. Remember, just as plants need care to bloom, so do our dreams need nurturing to grow. You can create the fertile ground for personal growth and success to take root and blossom. And as you tend to your plants this spring, take a moment to reflect on how you're nurturing your own growth and greatness. Just as what you water grows in the garden, so too will your efforts shape and grow the direction of your life's path. Go in peace, be present, be incredible, be you. I love you so very much. I cannot wait to see you on the other side. Blessings, hugs, and lots of love. We'll talk to you real soon. Have a glorious, blessed day. Bye-bye.
Feeling inspired, ready to train for life and love your journey? Visit createyournow.com for more incredible resources to help you along the way. We'll see you next time on Create Your Now, Your Best Selfie. And remember, always be sure you consult your physician before beginning any health and fitness plan.